Gentlemen, I need your help. Okay, so I'm going to be buying a luxury watch, and I've been doing a lot of research for the last couple years, but I would love to hear from you guys down in the comments. Which brand should I go with? Maybe you know somebody, maybe you've got some contacts. I'll tell you, I am looking at Rolex. There's quite a few watches if you can't see my computer screens here, and there are quite a few choices. So to give you guys an idea, why am I going to spend all this money on a luxury watch? Number one is I want to celebrate. I want something that to me represents the success we had in just this last year. My company and what we've experienced, I was able to travel for 6 months. We blew past the $1 million mark, which was a big thing for the company. I kept the profit margins good, and I'm just like, man, this is great. I've now got an awesome team of people, which just enable me to have fun running my company. And I'm excited about 2018 and where we're going to take this. I want to 10 times this. I want to dominate in the men's style space. You know, I've got the conference, Menfluential, that is doing great. My other company, Menfluential Media, is doing great. So it's like we're just having this success, and I do think it's important that I celebrate. Now, next up, I want to have an heirloom in my family. So, quick story. I remember whenever they came in, basically we abandoned our home. It was a trailer home in West Texas, and my parents said, they couldn't afford it anymore, so they just left, and they moved to another state. And I remember going and watching the guys tear apart that trailer home. And I remember they asked me, they're like, hey, do you know who lived here? I was like, no, man, I don't know. I was 16 years old, and had borrowed my aunt's truck and drove over and checked this out. And I'm like thinking, there is nothing in my family that was worth keeping at that time. And we gave up our home. And I want my kids to have something. I want a few things that Dad loved, that Dad wore, that can stand up to the test of time. And I like the idea that I will have heirlooms. And I want to pick up, my goal is to pick up a watch or two every year for maybe the next decade, build an amazing collection. And for my kids to be able to look at this and say, oh, I'm going to take that one. So knowing that I've got 3 daughters, I'm not afraid of watches that maybe are a little bit more, you could go unisex. I would love to hear from you guys. But, the last thing I want to talk about, I would like something that has value, that not resale isn't super important to me, but I did have a guy that reached out to me and he said, Antonio, the great thing about a Rolex is wherever you're at in the world, if you have no money, you have lost everything. Well, you can trade that Rolex for a ticket home. And I thought that was a pretty good point. But when I look at resale, I look at actually being able to maintain value, use precious metals, be able to have maybe diamonds in it or something. I thought, that's actually makes sense. So guys, those are my reasons. That's what I'm thinking here. I want to hear from you guys down in the comments. Should I buy a Rolex? Maybe you're going to say, no, Antonio, just go with a Tudor. Or maybe you're going to say, no, what do you go with, Patek Philippe. Did I say that correctly? Now, I do have somewhat of a budget. I'm not going to say what it is, but I'm going to say that let's not do crazy. Nothing over $100,000. But it is something I'm excited. And I would love to hear from you guys. What Rolex should I go with? Or what other brand, what other watch? Be specific. Let me know. I want to hear from you guys. I know sometimes links get, YouTube blocks them for some reason. I will try to, go through and check them all out. And I really appreciate you guys helping me create this company, which I am excited for 2018, where we're going to go, where all this can be. And if you want to meet me in person, I'm also going to link to Menfluential down in the comments. That's my conference in Atlanta, Georgia, February 23rd, 24th. I had some guy buy a couple tickets just today, Marine, and I reached out to him. I'm like, hey, excited to see. I didn't know he was a Marine at the time, and he's just telling me he's like been following my channel. He has a business, and he is flying in from the Northeast down to Atlanta, and I'm excited, guys. So which watch do you recommend? I look forward to reading them in the comments. Take care. See you in the next video.